picturesque Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the BYU Cougars. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Red Raiders headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stop.
Makes a grab and room to run. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Bachmeier. Pulls it in, it's Bachmeier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Third and 6 yards to go. The run inside. It's Martin. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Martin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Now, fourth down.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Using his feet. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Carter. And they're able to get him down. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting that, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Running inside, it's Martin. Still on his feet at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football. Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really expects to take the next step. But L.J. Martin, David, probably one of the better running backs in the country that maybe a lot of college football fans outside of the Big 12 don't really know about.
Yeah, I mean, he could catch it, he could make you miss, he could run you over. The injuries slowed him down a little bit a year ago. But another year of experience with Bear in the backfield, and that is a big Bear. That is a large Bear that can also run the football could be a great 1-2 punch that makes you pack a lunch and tackle some grown men for 60 minutes.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bachmeier. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make the move upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Eakin. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Joyner. There's a little room there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. Going to the run, it's Joyner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Got it. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
On 3rd down, here's Quentin Joyner. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Stepping to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's Joyner to begin the drive.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Under fire. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out. The last could be an alley. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
To the ground, he's got it again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. From the red zone, it's Martin. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Booster.
Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bachmeier.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougar!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Still on his feet. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Hammond. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. The run inside. It's Martin. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do?
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Scoop and scored. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Number one job of a defense, affect the quarterback, get to him, make him a little bit flustered, uncomfortable. Jesse, his second fumble of the day, and this time it goes to the house.
Yeah, and David, you know as a former DN, the coaches were telling their guys, hey, you got him to fumble once. If you get close to him, strip away at that thing. Get your hands on him. The ball's going to come out again. That's exactly what happened. They were opportunistic, not just recovering it, scooping and scoring for a big TD.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running inside, it's Martin. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be third down as the clock runs before the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll go to the air on third and short. Trying to escape and get it himself. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the Ohio Bobcats. And it's the Commodores looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's Hammond. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
On third down, here's Quentin Joyner. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Martin. Could not make his way to the corner.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's got an open man.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Slams it ahead. Touchdown, Cougars! And they take it in for 6 more points. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he puts through the extra point. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Here's Quentin one more time. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Simmons. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Handoff to Joyner. Finding some room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. To the air, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bachmeier. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Makes the catch. It's Lions. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the third down very manageable.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Back to pass, it's Buckmeyer. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. And in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
At the 20, he's got space. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to...
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what... Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running the red zone, it's Williams. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Red Raiders trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Coming out with it, it's Bachmeier. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Lyons. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter.
Unloads it downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires it. Complete in the middle. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw again. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue 30, blue 30.
They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pulls it in. It's Phillips. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Parks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had some